Hello and welcome to End Step. Maria Bartholdi, Rich Hagan, Paul Cheon hanging out with you here. And Paul, the first thing we like to do is crown our card of the day. So we've had 3 formats. This must have been a tricky one.
Yeah, this was really difficult. There were a ton of different cards to choose from as we did navigate through 3 different formats. But ultimately, I decided to go with Bridge from Below.
Ooh.
Now, this is a card that we haven't seen in Modern in a little bit. We had it, show up when Dredge was one of the more popular decks, but Dredge has kind of died down. But Bridge from Below as a result cycled out. But now it's back in the form of the Black-Red Vengevine deck. We saw it do some pretty nasty things. The addition of Stitcher Supplier has basically put kind of this Black-Red Vengevine deck over the top, giving it more redundancy. And the combination of putting Bridge from Below in your graveyard with all of those free casting cost artifacts means you can just litter the board with a bunch of zombies and just kill your opponent as quickly as turn 3.
I know we saw how many zombie tokens out there on turn 1 sometimes? It was ridiculous.
I think I was watching the match earlier where basically it was like turn 1 or turn 2. And then I looked down at my phone, and I looked back up at the screen, and there were just 4 zombies in play with a Goblin Bushwhacker on the stack. And I was like, what just happened?
It's like Hollow One with haste.
It's like Hollow One with haste. This deck is a little more vulnerable to the graveyard hate, but it is definitely a little more explosive.
All right, well, there's your card of the day. What about our team of the day? Let's head on over for a Team Series update with BDM.
Thanks, Maria. My team of the day is Team How Are You Latin. The top trio here, which was playing together, they went 5-2. Marcio Carvalho, Thiago Saporito, and Carlos Ramao, they went 6-1. And again, they were in second place in the Pro Tour Team Series coming into this weekend. Not a great event for anyone else so far right in their vicinity. So this is really looking like a good first step to securing their berth going into the Pro Tour Team Series finals at the World Championship. If they can just sort of keep serve through the rest of day 2, they'll be in excellent shape to be playing at the World Championship.
All right, thanks very much, BDM. Now, down on the feature match area is Riley Knight. He was keeping an eye on all things Legacy, Modern, Standard, 3 formats to choose from, so many great players. But Riley, what was your match of the day?
Thanks very much. Well, yes, the sparks certainly flew down in the feature match area here today at Pro Tour 25th anniversary. Match of the day, a hard one to pick, but I think it's safe to say we saved the best for the last. The trio of Hall of Famers from Channel Fireball absolutely turning the screws on their opponent across 3 formats. User out of the gates quickly with an early 2-0 victory, I should say, in Standard. And oh my goodness me, the latest, the hottest and freshest technology out the kitchen in Modern is, of course, the Vengevine deck. And we saw KCI, no longer the prettiest maiden at the ball, going down to this new scourge of Modern there. Unfortunately, however, for the opponents of the Hall of Famers, ultimately Josh Utter-Leyden putting on a Legacy masterclass with Death's Shadow in the oldest format we've played today. Round 7, a very clear winner. Match of the day here at Pro Tour 25th anniversary. So much to learn across all 3 formats. So our pick here in Minneapolis.
Thanks very much, Riley. So there we are. That's match of the day. Now, we've talked about teams, Maria, in the sense of the wider group of 6, but they didn't play as 6 today.
No, 3-3, split right down the middle. And BDM's going to talk with our trio of the day.
Thanks, Maria. My trio of the day is this fine set of Hall of Famers here, Josh Utter-Leyden, Ben Stark, and Martin Yuza. And Josh, we just watched you play that 7-0 match in Legacy, and there were cards in there that, I don't watch as much Legacy as everybody else does, but I watch it when I can. Reanimate in a Death Shadow deck, is this one of your kind of mad genius contributions to the Legacy format?
Yeah, this was some new technology. I sent Luis a message just like, hey, trying to like reanimate our street race, that's a bad idea, right? Whatever, I'll try a couple in a league, and ended up playing with it, and it just consistently overperformed, and so we ended up playing them in the deck, and they've been awesome all day long.
So just snuff something out, lose a bunch of life there, untap, reanimate.
The dream is really thought seize them and then reanimate their Gristlebrand.
Oh well, has that happened to you?
I only got an Iona.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And you had pretty good knowledge of what they were planning at that point too. So 7-0 overnight. This is a great showing so far. Which format do you guys feel most confident in as you head into day 2?
I mean, my answer is Legacy.
My answer is also Legacy.
So yeah, Martin Yuza watching these guys play in the finals, he's like, it's so great to have two geniuses for teammates. So, this is a team that gets along really well, 7-0, and, they're going to see what they can get from the other half of the team tomorrow as everyone's going to be back and maybe make a run here at this team series. Congratulations, guys, on an excellent day one.
Thanks.
It was a phenomenal day one. I've got to say, let's take a look at our leaderboard. They weren't the only perfect team, but they weren't the only undefeated team because Sajgalik, Huang, and Yam 6-0-1. Eduardo Sajgalik, Huang Haoshan, and Yam Wing Chun 6-0-1. And then, Paul, what stands out amongst the 6-1s to you?
Well, we got Froelich, Nassif, and David Williams currently sitting at 6-1. We have, of course, Dave Williams, who's going to be playing some matches very shortly in the Silver Showcase. We have Jacob Wilson, who's like semi-retired, but it looks like they're doing well here at 6-1 with Matteo Rizzi and Shahar Shenhar. And then we have, of course, members of Team Hararuya Latin with Marcio Carvalho, Thiago Saporito, and Carlos Ramao also sitting at 6-1.
And Maria, it's noticeable that there are a lot of trios there that are not affiliated to one of the big teams in the team series. Over half of our top 20 right now are just a trio to themselves.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So the Lone Wolves, as you may call them, not repping for the team series, but doing excellent here in the tournament.
All right, so that is the state of play here at the Pro Tour on day one. But $1 Million Magic doesn't stop. After the break, it's going to turn to the Silver Showcase. 8 fantastic players from the world of gaming, the 4 regional leaders of all-time pro points for Magic the Gathering, plus 4 great gamers from around the world of game design, from Hearthstone, from poker, all over the gaming world. That, the quarterfinals of the Silver Showcase, is coming right up after these short messages.